Claire, please help me.
Maddie, what's going on?
I'm at a restaurant with friends right now, but there's been a bit of trouble.
Trouble?
Yeah, I just realized I forgot my wallet when it was time to pay.
What? Seriously?
I know I had it when I left the house, but it's not in my bag. Now I can't pay and I'm in trouble. Claire, you have to come pay for me.
How much did you spend?
About $300 per person.
$300? At a restaurant?
Yeah, we came to that fancy French place I saw on TV. The food was so good, and we ended up ordering a ton of wine. So, I didn't mean to, but we went a little overboard. I tried asking my friends for help, but I still owe them money from last time, so they didn't lend me a single dollar.
Uh-huh, I see.
So please, you have to help me out. Come pay for me right now.
You're asking me this out of the blue.
We're sisters-in-law. If I don't pay, I could end up getting in real trouble, like with the police.
Wait, what?
They said if I can't pay, they might have to call the police. And you wouldn't want your sister-in-law to get in trouble, right?
I'd rather avoid that, but I'm still at work. I'm staying late to finish up some things.
Oh, that's no problem. The restaurant I'm at is really close to your office. You can stop by after work. Actually, forget your overtime. Just hurry up and come here. Also, it'd be great if you could get me a cab ride home. I had a bit too much wine and I really don't feel like taking the train home.
Wow, the nerve.
Come on, we should help each other when we're in trouble.
I don't remember you ever helping me with anything. By the way, if I cover this $300, you'll pay me back later, right?
Huh? Why would I pay you back?
Excuse me? Didn't you contact me with the intention of borrowing money?
Obviously, you're going to treat me, right? You'll give me around $300, right? I mean, come on. You're older than me and make more money, so it's no big deal.
Then I'm not coming.
What?
Figure it out yourself.
I'm telling you, I forgot my wallet and can't pay.
You left your wallet on purpose, didn't you? You were planning on someone else paying from the start.
Busted, huh?
I'm done. You're way too shameless. Bye.
What? You're so stingy, Claire. Fine. I'll just ask my brother. Hey, are you done with work yet? Hey, come on, answer the phone. I'm really in trouble right now. Please pick up.
What is it now, Maddie? I'm still at work.
Still working? You're always working, aren't you?
Just leave me alone.
You're such a corporate slave, aren't you? Poor thing.
So, what do you want? If it's not important, I'd really like to get back to work.
Wait! I'm at a karaoke place right now, but I forgot my wallet and I can't pay. I'm totally freaking out.
So?
So come bring me some money to pay. It's $400 in total.
Not again. Did you accidentally leave your wallet at home again?
No, that's not it at all. I'm just a bit forgetful, you know. A little silly.
Yeah, right. But isn't that a bit too much? How did you spend $400 at a karaoke place?
Well, I've been here since the afternoon. We got carried away, kept extending our time, and ordered a bunch of stuff. That's how it added up.
You must have a lot of free time. So what? Are you expecting me to cover it again?
Of course. The karaoke place is super close to your office. So come on over and bring the $400.
No, I can't.
What? Come on, this time just treat me. I'll wait until you're done with work.
Sorry, but I'm on a business trip right now.
Huh? Aren't you at your office?
Nope, I'm out of town for a business trip, so there's no way I can come to the karaoke place.
What? No way. Nobody told me you were going on a business trip.
I don't need to inform you about my schedule. By the way, your brother Ethan went on a fishing trip with some friends, so you probably won't be able to reach him anytime soon either.
Wait, what?
I know he helped you out with that restaurant bill last time, but this time, neither of us can come to your rescue.
Wait, you've got to be kidding me. I can't pay $400.
You shouldn't be spending money you don't have in the first place. And leaving your wallet at home is just ridiculous.
Ugh! Why are you on a business trip at a time like this? And Ethan? He just leaves for a fishing trip without telling me. So unfair.
We don't live together, so there's no reason to share our schedules with you.
But seriously? Can't you rush over, business trip or not? Your adorable little sister's in a pinch.
There's nothing adorable about what you're doing. So figure out how to pay that $400 on your own.
Ugh, this is the worst. Hey, what are you going to do about this?
What now? Did you forget your wallet again?
No, I didn't go anywhere today. But my budget for the month is a disaster. And it's all your fault.
Wait, you mean the $400 from karaoke the other night?
Exactly. Since you didn't pay, I had to cover it out of my own pocket.
Hold on, you paid? I thought you didn't have any cash.
I didn't. I had to beg my friend to lend me the money. And now, she's threatening to cut me off if I don't pay her back right away. I had no choice but to return the $400 the next day, in full.
Well, isn't that what you're supposed to do?
Excuse me? What are you talking about? I almost lost a friend over this. It's your fault for not coming up with the money that night.
Don't blame me. I was out of town for work. And honestly, expecting me to magically appear with $400 on short notice is a bit much.
I had no other option. I didn't think it would cost that much at first.
And let's be real. You probably thought you'd ask at the last minute, and I'd have no choice but to pay. Even if that were true, you didn't ask ahead of time. You just expected me to swoop in and cover it. That's not my fault. That's called a failed freeloading attempt.
Wow, harsh.
Do you even realize how much trouble you caused? Let me ask you something. Why do you keep trying to get me to cover your stuff? Even the restaurant the other day and the karaoke. It's not like I'm there hanging out with you guys. You just want me to foot the bill for no reason.
Whatever. Older people are supposed to treat younger ones. Duh.
That's not how it works. And you're an adult. It's time to stop expecting people to cover for you.
Oh, please. You've got money.
I'm not rich.
You're way better off than me. You had a fancy wedding with a ton of guests, wore that gorgeous dress, and now you're living in a big new house. Meanwhile, my husband and I couldn't even afford to have a wedding, and we're stuck in that tiny rundown apartment.
Didn't your father-in-law get that apartment for you? Calling it rundown seems a bit ungrateful.
Shut up! The point is, you're way more privileged than I am. You should be helping me out a little more.
That's not really how it works. And FYI, my wedding and house didn't just fall from the sky. We saved and worked hard for those. Maybe instead of comparing, you should focus on earning or budgeting better yourself.
Earn more? Budget more? What's the point? I barely make anything as it is, and saving pennies won't get me anywhere. It's way easier if someone with money like you just covers the tab once in a while.
I can't agree with that logic. And just so we're clear, whether I treat someone or not is my decision.
What?
Okay then, take care.
What was that? Ugh, so infuriating. But I swear, I'll get her to pay for something next time. Hey, I heard from Mom. You're going to Paris for your honeymoon.
Yeah, that's right. But why are you bringing it up all of a sudden?
It just seems weird that you're going on your honeymoon now.
Well, both of our jobs finally slowed down, so we thought it would be best to go before the next busy season hits.
Interesting.
What?
Nothing really. Mom just mentioned that it's been 6 months since the wedding, and you're only now getting to go, so I was curious.
Yeah, well, we actually wanted to go earlier, but we were both so busy with work right after the wedding. We barely managed to pull off the wedding, but a honeymoon was out of the question back then. And since we only get time off together about twice a year, this is the first chance we've had to go.
Ah, so that's why the wedding was 6 months ago.
Exactly.
Lucky you, though. Paris sounds amazing. I've always wanted to go there, too.
Look, sorry to cut this short, but I've still got a lot of work to do. I really need to wrap things up and leave on time today.
All right. Thanks for the honeymoon update.
Hey, I finally finished work. How about you?
I'm done too. Just finished a bit ago. I'm on the train now, heading to the airport.
I'm about to catch a cab to the airport, so we should arrive around the same time.
Sounds good.
Oh, by the way, did you hear anything from Maddie?
Huh? No, not really. Why? Did she try to mooch again?
No, not this time. She asked me about our honeymoon earlier today. Apparently, she heard about it from your mom.
Ugh, seriously? Mom already spilled the beans?
Yeah, she was like, "So, you're going to Paris for your honeymoon?" It seemed like innocent curiosity at first, but then she ended the conversation with, "Thanks for the honeymoon info." It gave me a weird feeling, like something's coming.
Yeah. Well, let's just make sure we don't share any details about our trip with her.
Good idea.
And really, I'm so sorry about all the drama my sister keeps causing. She's always trying to get you to pay just because you're her sister-in-law. I've told her off about it so many times, but it never sticks.
She's really a handful.
I just wish Mom would realize that her love of gossip could stir up trouble like this. I'll have a word with Mom and make sure she doesn't let anything else slip.
Thanks. I'd appreciate that.
All right. Stay safe and I'll see you soon.
You too. Take care.
Good morning, Claire. How was your honeymoon?
Good morning. The honeymoon was great. Thanks for asking. We were even talking about taking a family vacation once we have kids.
Oh, really? Well then, speaking of one last fun adventure, you're going to cover our hotel costs for our trip, right?
Wait, what? Are you on a trip right now?
Yeah, just me and my husband. You know, since we never got to go on a honeymoon ourselves because we couldn't afford it. But after hearing about your honeymoon, we were inspired to take our own trip.
I see.
So, you're going to take care of our hotel bill, right?
What? Come on, don't play dumb. You know exactly what I'm talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about. Well, we kind of tagged along with your honeymoon. Tagged along? Yep. We stayed at a luxury hotel for 7 nights at $2,000 a night, so I'm counting on you to cover it. Wait, $2,000 a night? For 7 nights? Yep. So that's $14,000 total. $14,000? Oh, actually, it might be a little more since we splurged on extra hotel services. My husband and I didn't bring that kind of money with us, so we figured you'd pick up the tab. You've got to be kidding. We had the best time ever, and all on your dime. Thanks, Claire. You're not seriously expecting me to pay that, are you? Come on! I'm sure you don't want to ruin the post-honeymoon vibes by saying no, right? You'll cover this one for sure, won't you? Listen, about that. Oh, by the way, the hotel was amazing. We had a suite with an ocean view, a huge balcony, and even 24-hour room service. I could order anything I wanted anytime. That sounds... And the bathroom had a jacuzzi and tons of aromatherapy oils. Super relaxing. There was even a spa and massage services. Total luxury. That much, huh? I mean, we don't usually get to do something this fancy, so we decided to go all out. My husband was thrilled. He said it was the best trip he's ever had. Oh, wait. Did we stay at a nicer hotel than you guys? Sorry if we had a better time than you, especially since you're paying and all. Anyway, we stayed at the A Hotel. We're about to check out, so come on by and settle the bill for us, okay? Listen, here's the thing. What's that? Our honeymoon was last week. What? Yeah, we left last Friday, the day you asked me about it. We were gone for a week. Wait! But you were at work that day, and yet you're calling it a honeymoon? You're just trying to avoid paying, aren't you? I asked my boss to let me leave early that day. My husband and I met at the airport after work. What? You've got to be kidding. Mom told me Friday's the start of their honeymoon, so I assumed it was this week. So, what's the plan now? About the hotel bill? There's no way I'm paying that. But... I told you before, whether I treat someone or not is up to me. But it's $14,000. Actually, it's probably even more with all the services we used. You'll have to pay for it yourselves. You're both grown adults, so figure it out together. But we don't have the money. That's what happens when you spend recklessly, assuming someone else will cover it without even asking first. I've told you before, I'm not going to play along with these freeloading stunts. You didn't think this time would be any different, did you? I thought if the amount was big enough, you'd feel like you had no choice but to cover it. Do you know what we call that? We call it being an idiot. That's so mean. Honestly, don't bring me your problems during my busy morning. I'm about to get off at my stop for work, so I'm ending this chat. Wait, work? Yep, both my husband and I are at work today, just like any other weekday. Take care. I'm not joking. I seriously don't have the money. Please, I'm begging you, just pay for it. Claire, what are you going to do about this? What? It's because you didn't cover the hotel bill that now we have to move in with my in-laws. I thought I was safe since my husband is the second son. How did that happen? Since you didn't pay for the hotel, I had no choice but to call my husband's parents.
Then, they offered to cover the cost in exchange for us moving in with them. And my husband agreed without even talking to me. It's not helping. You need to help me convince them. This is partly your fault, you know?
How exactly is this my fault?
You didn't pay for the hotel.
I never promised to cover it, remember? Even your mom felt guilty for stirring up this trouble with her gossip. Don't you think maybe you should take some responsibility too?
But come on! You're my sister-in-law. Isn't it normal to treat your family?
Only if you talk to me about it first. And even then, it's my choice whether I pay.
You always say that.
And you always keep saying pay for me. It's the same old thing with you.
Well, you didn't pay this time, did you?
Because I wasn't going to. Anyway, I'm heading back to work like always.
Wait, what?
Oh, by the way, I heard your mother-in-law is quite fond of training her daughters-in-law.
I know. Apparently, she used to live with my husband's older brother and his wife, but they're now estranged because of all the mother-in-law drama.
Really?
Yeah. The older brother's wife couldn't take it anymore and left, and her brother followed her out of the house. My mother-in-law would wake her up early in the morning and dictate how every little thing in the house should be done. If the cleaning wasn't perfect, she'd yell, "Can't you even do this right?" She'd also criticize everything she bought, saying she was being wasteful or didn't know how to manage money.
It sounds like just being in that house would give you a headache.
Word on the street is she's famous for being the ultimate mother-in-law from hell.
Good luck with that.
No way! I can't live with them. Please, Claire, you've got to help me.
I always wondered why my sister-in-law was so obsessed with getting me to pay for everything. But I eventually found out the truth. It turns out, both she and her husband are part-time workers and don't make much money. Yet they both love to live beyond their means and are obsessed with luxury. So they're always strapped for cash. Even in the apartment they were living in, which was under my father-in-law's name, they had a habit of asking their neighbors for things with lines like, "Can I have this?" or "I'll take it off your hands for you." Basically, freeloading from everyone. The final straw came when they went all out at a luxury hotel, which pushed my father-in-law to the edge. He decided to cover their hotel bill, but canceled the lease on their apartment, forcing them to move in with him and her mother-in-law. Now, my sister-in-law is living under the same roof as her infamous mother-in-law, who's known for her strict training of her son's wives. And since my sister-in-law can't manage a household or finances, she's now getting called a failure and enduring what's basically mother-in-law boot camp. Honestly, given how spoiled she's been, this tough love might be exactly what she needs.
You're an embarrassment to the family. You're just making up excuses to skip medical school. And now you're hospitalized with a stupid cold. Mom, I'm not skipping school. I'm just absent because I can't go. The doctor says I need to rest for a while. That's what I'm saying. You need to toughen up. Listen, it's us parents paying for school. Us. Stop playing hooky and just go to school. When you become a doctor in the future, you'll be treating patients with more serious illnesses. Someone like you is so weak-hearted. You get hospitalized for a trivial cold. Do you think you can be a great doctor like your father and grandfather? I can't say for sure since the test results aren't in yet, but there's a good chance it's not just a common cold. Besides, a common cold is nothing to scoff at. If it gets worse, it could kill you. Just be quiet. I don't need excuses. Get out of the hospital right now. You have to go to school tomorrow. I can't do that. The test results aren't in yet, and I'm in real pain.
I don't need you to make up excuses. You're really unbelievable crying over something like a little cold. I'm gonna ask your father to get you discharged from the hospital.
I don't think he can do that either. I'm not at Dad's hospital.
What? Why not?
Because I knew this would happen.
Don't tell me you think your father is stupid. He's a great doctor. Our hospital has been in existence since my great-grandfather's time. How dare you, the eldest daughter, deny your family's hospital? Come to think of it, you've always been a rebel. If I hadn't advised you to take a science course in high school to become a doctor, you would have gone on to the liberal arts and end up getting low scores on your science test. Because of that, you wouldn't have been able to go to the top medical school in our country and ended up going to a lower-ranked school. Why don't you take a cue from your sister and work harder? Do you enjoy betraying me and your father? Aren't you ashamed of being the eldest daughter of our family?
I'm not ashamed at all. I didn't get low marks in science subjects on purpose. It's because I just didn't have the aptitude for it and couldn't remember. I was interested in the humanities, and I did very well in those subjects. Isn't it natural to want to go for a course that you are interested in and have an aptitude for?
That's you. You don't reflect even a little on your lack of effort. And yet, you are the eldest daughter of a family of doctors. Don't you feel sorry for losing to your superior sister?
I'm not going to do this anymore because it's making me sick. I'll call you when I get the test results.
Hey, Nellie, wait a minute. Nellie, what do you mean you're dropping out of med school?
You saw the test results, right? I need long-term hospitalization and treatment.
You've only been there less than a year. I thought you were skipping school because of a temporary illness, and now you're dropping out? Oh my God. Our family has been a family of doctors for generations. You're the eldest daughter in this family and you drop out the moment you enter medical school. What are you thinking?
Considering the pace of my recovery, I don't think I'll be able to advance because I won't have enough credits. When I told this to Dad, he said no one in our family has ever repeated a year. He said he'd rather I drop out than stay in school. I don't have a choice now.
You had a quack doctor write you a fake medical report anyway. The only reason you didn't enter your father's hospital was so you could fake an illness.
You still don't believe me about my illness even after seeing the test results. I'm your own daughter, after all, and you suspect me of faking illness before worrying about me?
It's your attitude that's wrong.
Besides, my great-grandfather, my grandfather, my father, just because they're all doctors, don't you think it's not necessary to make me give up on what I want to do and become a doctor?
Listen, you.
Of course. Even a layman can see that being a doctor is really hard work, and it's a profession that I can truly respect. But I've just realized that whether or not it's a profession I want to pursue is another matter. Even if I became a doctor, I wouldn't be able to do much. If I mess up, I might make a medical mistake and cause trouble. That means I would tarnish the reputation of a hospital with a long history. I know it sounds bad, but I'm glad I had the opportunity to quit medical school. I've decided that once I'm cured, I'm going to do what I want to do the most.
If that's the case, pay back all the expenses you have incurred up to now from the time you started college.
Yeah,
I promised to transfer all the money to Father's account within a year of release from the hospital.
Huh? Do you know how much it costs to pay for medical school? It's not an amount of money you can come up with within a year.
I've already decided what I'm going to do. It's not a problem. I'll get paid.
And if you get paid, that means you work. A mere high school graduate. Oh, I can't believe you are a high school graduate from a family of dignified doctors. You're disowned. You don't belong to this family anymore.
That's what I had already intended. Instead of worrying about my illness, you call me a hypochondriac. You're the kind of person who tries to twist people's lives the way you want just because they are your daughter. I don't even want to think of you as a parent.
What did you just say?
I've already asked movers to move the rest of my stuff that's at the house.
What? What do you think you're doing?
If you throw anything away of a value, I'll make you reimburse me.
What the?
I didn't expect you to anyway, but you don't have to come visit me. I'll take care of the hospitalization and the cancellation of university by myself. You don't need to bother. Well then, goodbye.
Nellie, I hope you're okay now. I had the stuff from your parents' house moved to my storage room. And your personal belongings from your locker at the university. If you need anything, I'll bring it to the hospital.
Thanks, Nicholas. So far, we're not missing anything. I'm sorry I even asked you to be there for the movers.
That's okay.
But you even covered my hospital expenses.
It's okay. You're finally free from the curse of your parents. I've decided to do everything necessary for that to happen, and I want to help. Right now, our top priority is to try to get you back on your feet as soon as possible.
Thank you, Nicholas. Nicholas, have you finished your discussion?
Yeah, we're done. I'm going home now.
Do you think the wedding will be cancelled after all?
Yeah, that's for sure now.
I see.
Hey, Nellie. That thing the groom asked me to do, it looks like I'll be there after all.
I see.
What about you? I mean, it's not completely unrelated, but you don't want to see them this way, do you? Even though it's been years, there's no way they'd have forgotten your face. If you want, I'll go alone.
Don't worry. In a way, I feel like this could be a turning point for me as well for the future.
I understand.
I'm sure they've forgotten what I look like. They haven't contacted me since then, and I don't think they're interested in me. Well, I'm the one who told them not to contact me.
But I still have a bad feeling about this. I hope it doesn't get you in trouble.
You're the one who's getting in trouble, aren't you? I'll be fine. Come home soon. I'll have dinner waiting for you.
Hey. What do you mean? I just passed you, right, Nellie? There's no way I could have mistaken your poor, cocky face. Why is an incompetent loser who dropped out of medical school here?
Oh, hi. It's been 8 years.
Hey, you do realize this is a wedding hall, right? Your sister's wedding. But I didn't invite you. I mean, you're not supposed to be here. Get the hell out of here.
No, I can't do that.
What? Wait, did you just come here pretending to be Natalie's sister? It's so embarrassing. Don't just show up at our family's wedding. We've decided that our failure of a daughter doesn't exist. The outcast of the family is a distraction to the wedding, so go home now.
I don't care if I am a failure or not, as long as you don't get in our way.
What? Oh, you work at this wedding hall, don't you? I can't believe you're working at a place like this, even though you insulated yourself with such bravado. Well, I'm going to use you as a guest here today, you know. Shall I have you polish my shoes first?
Oh, I'm wearing a dress today, so I had to wear something else. Too bad.
Oh, you didn't hear anything, did you?
Huh?
I'm not a member of the wedding staff.
Then what?
You'll find out in a little while, but it's not something I'm allowed to discuss.
What?
Excuse me.
If you say you're working at this wedding hall now, then you're one of the staff members, no matter how you look at it. I guess when you've fallen so low, lying becomes the norm. Oh, but you have always been a liar who uses a fake illness all the time. I can't believe you were born as the eldest daughter of our family of doctors. Oh, what a pity. What's going on? Natalie was having an affair? How could you cancel your sister's wedding with such a fabricated story? You infiltrated the wedding staff to do that. Besides, from the look of things, why are you on the groom's side? You're a failure and I had to hide your presence from the groom.
What were you looking at earlier? I'm not a member of the wedding staff.
But don't tell me you're a lawyer.
Not exactly.
Of course you aren't. There's no way an incompetent like you could be a lawyer.
I'm currently working at a law firm and studying to become a lawyer. The one who was sitting next to the groom for the discussion was my husband, who is a licensed attorney.
Huh? You're married? And your husband is a lawyer? Are you insane to use that husband to come and ruin your only sister's wedding?
The groom asked me to do this, so I'm afraid that's quite a misnomer to put it that way.
Why bother with this today?
There was an explanation at the ceremony. Did you really not hear it? Or are you incapable of understanding something inconvenient even if you hear it?
Oh, come on. What?
I only found out about the bride's affair 3 days ago. The groom wanted to settle the matter before the wedding. He suddenly consulted with my lawyer husband, who was an invited guest on the groom's side, to be present at the discussion. I was there because I was the groom's friend and the bride's sister.
The affair was found out 3 days before. Is that why none of the invited guests showed up?
Yes. I didn't get the details on how and when they were contacted, but it seems the wedding was canceled in advance.
Wait a minute. So you're saying that Natalie was having an affair with a resident at another hospital? Is it true? Not made up?
That's what we've been saying all along.
All this time, it was a match made in heaven, marrying the next director of a city hospital.
It seems that Natalie was attracted to him because of his title. I'm sure the family supported her marriage because it would have been good for Father's hospital if they had gotten married. But you can't get away with anything, can you? As a result, she ended up disgracing her father's hospital, didn't she?
What's with my daughters? You, the eldest, quit medical school to become a lawyer. And our second daughter, Natalie, who was our family's only hope, is ruining this good marriage. Oh, God. Why do you guys always betray your family like this?
I've talked to Natalie since then. She said I was just imitating Mom.
What?
You betrayed your family too, right?
It's your fault. Take responsibility.
Huh?
Your father said he wants a divorce.
Oh, I see. Good job.
Why are you so calm? I'm about to be divorced by your father. Can't you feel just a little sorry for me?
I don't feel sorry for you. I feel like things are finally falling into place in the right way. I just found out about the 20-plus year affair. They even did a DNA test on Natalie and Dad. I heard the results showed no parent-child relationship between the two of them.
It's already progressed that far?
My father contacted me himself. He said he wanted me to do it too, just to be sure, so I took the DNA test.
Well?
I was confirmed to be related to my father.
Right? You're your father's biological daughter.
Why did you panic for a moment?
Because.
You have an idea, don't you? Well, it's none of my business now. Hey, I'm sure my father will investigate and clarify everything.
What investigation? Don't be so nonchalant. Try to talk your father out of it. Wouldn't you be sad if your parents got divorced?
I'm not sad. My father told me that he can't ask me to forgive him for the way he treated me, but he at least wants to apologize, and he's sorry. I take this as an apology for his reaction to learning that I am the only child related to him. I told my father that, and he ended the conversation. You don't even apologize, you just keep talking about yourself. You've always been like that.
Well, if we get divorced, can Natalie and I move in with you?
I can't do that.
Why not? I'll reverse the disownment, and it's your duty as the eldest daughter to help your mother and sister.
I don't have to do that. I mean, I don't want to. I already live with my husband's parents.
What?
Besides, my husband's parents are a family of lawyers. I don't want my ex-mother and ex-sister, who have a lot of problems, to move in with them. I don't want to have to deal with that kind of trouble.
But, what about mother-in-law problems?
I don't have to worry about that. My husband's parents are intelligent and kind people, unlike you.
Unlike me?
Oh, I'm sorry. I made a mistake. Unlike you and Natalie.
Huh? Okay, I forgive you for saying that. But you are my blood and bones daughter, no matter what you say. Blood ties are important, aren't they?
You betrayed my father over this blood thing, and now you're telling me that?
That's another matter.
Please, shut up. I have no intention of accepting you and Natalie, no matter what you say.
But, Nellie, we can't pay the compensation.
Excuse me.
Just wait a second. Oh, come on. I haven't finished talking yet. Then just give me some money. You have to help your mom and sister. Hey, you! Don't tell me you blocked me.
My ex-mom was divorced by my father and kicked out of the house with my sister, who was not his biological child. My ex-mother and ex-sister's compensation for the wedding costs was paid in one lump sum, relying on my ex-mother's family, and they moved in with my ex-mother's family. They are working hard every day to pay back the money they borrowed for the compensation, while her elderly parents nagged at them. However, the ex-mother, who had never gotten out of the habit of spending lavishly in the rich doctor's family, wasted her salary. They are also about to be evicted from my ex-mother's parents' house. My husband has been busy for a while with my ex-sister's divorce proceedings and cleaned up the mess. Once things settled down, we moved out and never saw those troublesome people again. I am in the midst of studying hard for the bar exam for lawyers next month. I want to escape the curse of my parents' family and walk away as a full-fledged lawyer.
Hi, mother-in-law. Thank you for taking care of me for 35 years. Were you expecting me to say that? What? You're still an unlivable daughter-in-law until the very end. From now on, I don't want to call you mother-in-law anymore. I'll call you Rose instead. Do as you like. I don't even want to remember you were technically my daughter-in-law. Let's cut ties completely while we're at it. For once, we finally agree. So, when are you gonna move out? Get out already. If you're not gone by the time Leo and I get back, you'll be sorry. My moving boxes are already packed, and I'm just waiting for my ride now. Oh, I see. You married into this family 35 years ago. I heard everyone in your family had passed away, leaving you with no relatives. So you managed to find a friend to give you a ride? Surprising. Haha. What time are you leaving? I'm out of here in 10 minutes. Oh, okay. I'll kick you out if you stay longer than that. No need to worry.
What do you mean?
I want to leave here as soon as possible too. I'm already waiting outside the front door.
What? You can't be serious. Standing outside with all your belongings?
Yes, I am. What about it?
On a scorching day like this with no shade? What are you doing?
You're right. It's terribly hot today, isn't it? Are you actually concerned about me? How sweet of you.
At least wait inside. The neighbors would think something.
It's too late for that. Everyone knows what a mean, abusive wife you are.
What?
You took advantage of my caregiving experience to dump caring for your parents on me. You pushed all the housework onto me. You made me care for your father too. And then as soon as it was all done, you forced me to divorce your son and kicked me out. The whole neighborhood knows about it.
What? You can't be serious.
You didn't know about that?
To badmouth me to the neighbors out of spite for the divorce? How could you? You think the neighbors would believe you?
It's a fact. You seem confused, but I didn't do anything.
What?
You don't know the neighbors heard you screaming insults at me?
What are you talking about?
The neighbors kept expressing concern for me. Like the time you locked me out at night, they took me in. They even suggested calling the police because it was so bad.
When did I ever do that?
I just told them not to make a big deal, and that after all, you're still family. Oh, looks like my ride is arriving soon. Anything else to say before we end this chat? If not, I'll put the keys in the mailbox, okay?
Wait a minute.
I married in at 21, naive and helpless for 35 years. Leo and your family were so kind. Lily, everyone but you. And 35 years living with my in-laws, I endured a lot.
Hey, can we talk for a minute? Before you go, I want you to tell the neighbors the truth, that you weren't abused. I'll be home in a minute.
Oops, sorry, I already got in the car. Goodbye.
Clara, I may be imagining things, but I didn't see you pull up to that fancy store in Rodeo Drive in a blacked-out luxury car, did I? What's going on? Whose fancy car was that? And who was that man with you? Don't tell me you've already got a new guy as soon as you got divorced. Have you no shame? After being a housewife for 35 years, how can you afford a car like that? The divorce settlement was only meant to cover basic living expenses for a while. What's really happening here? Clara, aren't you going to explain yourself? What's the deal? You know you're supposed to answer my calls right away. How dare a daughter-in-law make her mother-in-law wait like this?
Leo, how are things on your end? Is your mother still furious with you? I've been getting so many angry calls and text messages from her.
She's really scary when she's like this. Are you okay? You can't let it affect your health again. Just block Mom, that might be best.
You're right. Even thinking about her is too painful.
When I get home from work earlier, my mom seemed more confused than angry when she saw me.
I mean, she knows I don't have enough money for a luxury car like that. I was surprised to even be in that car myself. I was just going shopping with my brother. She jumped to conclusions as usual. I'll try to set her straight.
In hindsight, it was smart you never told Mom about your half-brother.
Anyway, is the rest of the plan still on track?
Yes. It should all fall into place in about 2 more months. That's when my sister and her family return from their overseas assignment. My mother's scheme will unravel then. It'll work out. We just have to hang in there until then.
Yes, I am waiting patiently for you. Leo, answer the phone. What the hell is going on? Explain yourself.
What happened? I'm at work, but what is this all about?
I haven't heard anything.
What are you talking about?
Why is your sister's stuff delivered here?
The delivery guy said it would be in the afternoon, but oh well.
What are you talking about? Why would Leah's belongings from abroad get delivered to our house?
Oh wait, didn't I mention she said she's coming back home today with her stuff?
Huh?
Mom, are you going senile?
I told you about this months ago.
Huh? What? I don't remember that at all.
I said Leah's husband's overseas assignment was ending, so the whole family is moving back. And that eventually we'd live together with the grandkids, so we're renovating this house to make it a multi-family home. Remember?
What are you going on about? Renovating? This is my house. It can't be done without my permission.
What, Mom, did you forget that too? After Dad passed, the house was inherited by me. You really don't listen, do you, Mom?
When did you do that without telling me?
Last summer when they came back for a visit. Oh right, you were on that hot springs trip with your friends then.
So just because I didn't know means you can do whatever you want?
I'm pretty sure I mentioned it. I even wrote it on the whiteboard by the entrance.
The whiteboard?
What? You mean you didn't even look at that? Writing important messages on that board was your idea in the first place. Remember? Well, you're always going out, Mom, so it's hard to get a hold of you. And you don't answer calls or read my texts thoroughly. So when I complained, you said it's a hassle to be told everything verbally or over text. And you wrote up that whiteboard and put it there yourself, telling me to write things down on it instead. You forgot?
I guess I never got into the habit of checking it. So what are we supposed to do from now on? If Leah and her family will live here, what about me and you?
Oh God, that house belongs to brother-in-law as of this summer.
Huh?
So starting today, you and I have to move out since they'll be living there now. This is what happens when you don't read the board, Mom. You should really discuss your living situation going forward with Leah's family.
Why didn't you tell me something so important in person?
I did tell you. You just weren't listening. You were brushing it off dismissively like, got it. But clearly you didn't actually get it at all.
That wasn't my intention at all. Where will you live? Can't I live with you?
I got assigned to a factory in Texas, so I already sent my stuff up there.
Texas? That's so far.
Oh yeah, I did ask you before if you would want to go to Texas.
You asked me that? I thought you meant for a trip.
I remember you said you'd hate to live somewhere that hot.
But you're going to live up there all alone at your age?
I won't be alone. Clara has already gone up there to wait for me.
What? Clara? Why would she do that? You're telling me your divorced ex is waiting for you up there? You're lying.
I'm not. I never divorced her, and I never planned to either.
What's going on? You really think someone as clueless as Clara would make it up in Texas? Are you sure about that?
Mom, quit disparaging her already.
She's useless.
You may not have known, but she got all kinds of certifications to work in elderly care.
Oh, I knew she had some care certifications to help look after your grandma and grandpa.
Certifications, yes. She studied and got licensed for whatever was needed as we went along.
I didn't realize that.
And that's why you shouldn't talk bad about a hardworking person.
Whatever. Actually, right after she left this house, I saw her shackling up with some new guy. She's just a shameless hussy.
Ah, I never told you about that. My bad for the misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding? Are you saying I'm wrong?
The guy you saw with Clara was her brother.
What? Don't be ridiculous. Clara's whole family died a long time ago.
Mom, I kept this from you, but she's her mom's child from another man.
What?
She had a different biological father. I didn't mention it because I figured you'd make a fuss over it.
Make a fuss over what?
So, this other father of Clara's passed away recently and left her an inheritance.
Why keep something that important from me? You know I'd have to be involved with anything involving money.
Exactly, that's why I didn't tell you. I knew you'd be antsy about it like you are now.
Clara's inheritance belongs to the family she married into.
See, you're already eyeing her assets.
Well, I can't say the thought didn't cross my mind.
You've had her do all the housework and elder care. Of course, you'd try taking her money too.
What? Leo, whose side are you on?
I've been on Clara's side from the start.
What about me? You're abandoning your own mother?
Clara said the only reason she persevered through your constant nagging and belittling to care for Grandma, Grandpa, and Dad until the very end was because I, along with them, thanked her for it over and over. There was a time I suggested moving out, but she said at least while caring for the elders, she couldn't bring herself to leave. A wife as admirable as that, there's no way I'd abandon her, In fact, I plan to keep repaying her from now on. So, what am I supposed to do? You need to have a serious discussion with Leah's family about your living situation going forward. This is insane. I can't believe this is happening. As harsh as this sounds, you should deeply regret all the verbal abuse you put Clara through. Leo, can I come with you to Texas? What? You're still on about that? Sorry, but if it means protecting my wife, I'm willing to cut ties as your son. Please don't say such an awful thing. Well, I won't cut ties completely, but if you keep giving her a hard time, I'll have to seriously consider it. I'll just ask to stay with Leah's family then. I don't care if you abandon me. Oh, I did forget one thing. What now? Is there more? Leah's mother-in-law lives alone, so they decided she'll move in with them too. What? Leah's family, their son's family, the grandkid, and the grandmother all under one roof? Haha. Even with the good wife-mother-in-law relationship they have, that's going to be tight. Haha. Which means there's no room for you, Mom. So, what am I supposed to do? A helpless old lady all alone? I asked you about this over and over in advance. It's your own fault for not listening. Well, you'll just have to figure something out then, won't you? It's not too late, is it? I'll apologize to Clara for how I treated her. What good will apologizing to her do? Could you please ask her if she can support me financially to live alone? Please. Mom, I can't even begin to describe how appalling that request is. After everything you put her through and leeched off her labor, to come begging for money once you're in a bind? Have you no shame? I never expected things to turn out like this. I thought with her out of the picture, there'd be one less mouth to feed and we'd be better off financially. What an idiotically selfish thing to say. Trying to play the victim after you tried driving Clara out? Even if she forgives you, I never will. And I don't think her brother will either. Her brother? I've never met him or anything. Since you always complained about Clara's family matters, I avoided telling you, but I'll explain. What is it? Clara's biological father was a very important person who basically ran this whole area. What? And her brother took over as the new boss after him. You're lying. Unfortunately not, and in fact, you gave his little sister a hard time, so you're likely on his radar now too. No way. That's why stop harassing her. Be careful. Why is this happening? Well, in any case, Leah's family will be there soon, so discuss it with them and figure it out. Mom, reflect deeply on how awfully you treated the woman who sacrificed so much to care. Goodbye.
Leo, did you make it to the airport?
Hey Clara, they said boarding starts in 30 minutes.
It's been so long, hasn't it? Finally, after 35 years, it's over.
Oh, I'm sorry for all the trouble I caused you.
No, it's alright. While I certainly don't have any fond memories with your mother, thinking back actually makes me tear up from how much resentment I felt. But your grandparents and father-in-law were always kind to me, and in the end, I was able to repay them by caring for them.
They were all grateful to you.
It was difficult, but I was able to go through it because you were always on my side. Thank you, truly.
No, thank you, Clara. I'm the one who is eternally grateful to have had you taking care of me this whole time. I never properly expressed it to your face, but thank you.
From now on, it will be just the two of us, helping each other out together.
Yeah, that's right.
What is your mother going to do?
I asked my sister earlier, and she said Mom is still in shock, just stunned silent. Probably because I ended up telling her about your family situation too.
What? You told her about my brother?
My bad.
Well, it's fine. When she knows my brother's occupation, she'll probably become much more compliant.
You're probably right. Looks like we're about to board.
I'll go pick you up.
Thank you. See you later.
Yes, see you soon. Since my mother-in-law had nowhere to live, she meekly lived with my sister-in-law's family. But I guess she got tired of having to walk on eggshells because she started acting completely selfish and unrestrained. Eventually, it came out that she had been secretly tormenting Leah's daughter-in-law behind their backs, and she ended up getting kicked out. That said, Leah isn't heartless, so she was looking for an elderly care home that Rose could move into. Rose reluctantly moved in, but since no one would come visit her, probably because of her arrogant attitude, She wasn't able to get along with anyone at the facility either, leaving her isolated and alone, which was her own doing. As pitiful as her lonely twilight years are, word is her dementia has been progressing lately. Apparently, she's been apologizing to the care staff, saying, "I'm sorry, Clara."
Natalie, where are you? Hey, I'm at the venue, but nobody's here. I asked one of the staff who said your wedding was yesterday. I rechecked the invitation. It says the right place and date. What's going on? Hey, answer me. Sorry, I just landed at the airport. At the airport? Why are you there? Isn't today your wedding? My bad. I totally forgot to update you about the changes. What changes? So, yeah, the original plan was to have the wedding today, but something urgent came up. We shifted the date to yesterday. I told the other guests, but, I kind of forgot about you. What the heck? So, where are you now? I'm in the Bahamas. Bahamas? Enjoying my honeymoon with my darling. I'm really sorry. You took the day off for this and wasted time. Well, might as well make the most of it. Maybe hit up a nearby national park or do some random sightseeing on your way back. It might feel lonely to hit the hiking trail solo, though. You did it on purpose, didn't you? Huh? It seems like you didn't contact only me. Oops, I'm busted. I knew it. Seriously? Poor you. Not even a heads up from mom and dad about the change. I have no expectations of them. They've always favored you over me. Guess they don't think of me as their daughter. I haven't really had a proper chat with them for years. That's probably 'cause you're not as sweet as me, don't you think? Sure, you're good at studying and working, but you should put effort into being more lovable. I wanted to be loved by them when I was young. But no matter how hard I tried, it felt futile. I gave up on that. They only had eyes for you. Getting out of the house as soon as I could and living alone was the best decision. It's pretty sad, huh? I know you're a nuisance to the family. I pleaded with my boss during the busiest times at work to get time off and celebrate with you. It all went to waste, thanks to you. Seriously, this is a crazy, mean stunt you pulled here. Mean? On the other hand, it's done out of my kindness, you know. Kindness? I chose not to invite you to the wedding for your sake. What do you mean for my sake? I thought if you came, you might have gone crazy out of the shock. Me? Going crazy? I don't get it at all. Just tell me the real reason, please. Do you even realize who I married? Nope, never met him. That's impossible. It's someone you know well. Who? I actually married your fiancé. What? Too bad. I stole him from you. He thought I was a better choice. What on earth are you talking about? Fiancé? Oh, please. No need to try saving your face. Haven't you lost touch with him lately? You got dumped because he chose me instead. He thinks a younger, more beautiful sister is better than a plain older woman in her 30s. I'm telling you, I don't have a fiancé. The name on the invitation you sent me, I don't recognize it at all. Actually, I changed the groom's name only on your invitation. What? Well, I didn't want you to figure out that he was marrying me, so I kept it secret until the last minute to surprise you. Wow, that's just ridiculous. You went to the extent of altering the groom's name just to mess with me. But then I felt bad for you. I suddenly changed the wedding date so you couldn't make it. You wouldn't want to see him all cozy with me, right? See, I'm so considerate, ain't I? Not really. And again, I don't have a fiancé. Come on, just accept reality. He's now with me. Yeah, sure. I don't know what fantasy world you're living in, but I'm done discussing this. I'll just go sightseeing or something on my way back. By the way, what's the real name of the groom? Come on, you know already. Just spit it out. Okay, Owen Connor. Wait, that Owen? See, he's your fiancé, right? He's younger than you and super good looking like a model. It's such a waste on a plain older woman like you. Even mom and dad say he suits me better. Oh, really? I see. So, now that you know his name, is reality sinking in yet? Yeah, I guess I'm starting to figure it out a bit. Listen, I don't want to be too negative right after your wedding, but maybe reconsider your marriage. What are you talking about now? Trying to split us up won't work, you know. We're madly in love. Yeah, you might be now, but it's gonna be a huge problem later. Wait, are you threatening to sue us or something? No, that's not what I meant. I actually don't care. No suing between sisters. He says he prefers me, so just let it go. No, that's not what I'm trying to tell you. I get that losing him hurts, but no matter how much you protest, it won't change his feelings. I want you to gracefully accept it, be a big-hearted sister, and bless our marriage. No, listen to my side of the story. I don't want to hear a lecture from a jealousy-crazed woman. If you start demanding we break up or threaten to sue, it'll ruin our honeymoon. Well then, I'll bring you a souvenir from the Bahamas, okay? Catch you later. Wait, Natalie. Suit yourself. Don't come crying to me later. Hey, Diana. Just got back from the honeymoon. I'll swing by with my love to pass you the souvenir, so look forward to that. When are you usually home? How about Sunday? Hey, Diana. Don't tell me you're still upset. Ignoring me on purpose, huh? Well, I guess losing your fiancé to your little sister can be a shock. You'll probably spend your life just working and feeling lonely. But I'll make up for it by being double happy for you. So forgive me, okay? Diana! For God's sake, answer the phone! You're annoying this early in the morning? What's up? Early? It's past 8 a.m. It's my day off, and I want to sleep in. This can't wait. What is it? I don't know what to do. So, tell me, what happened? A strange woman called me. Okay, and? She yelled at me, threatening to turn my life into a living nightmare. I've never met, let alone heard of this woman. Why do I have to be threatened by a stranger? This is why I told you to reconsider the marriage the other day. What do you mean? I don't get it. Owen was your fiancé, right? Nope. I told you I didn't have one. Liar. I know you used to be in a relationship with him. Indeed, that was a time when he was my fiancé. We've long split. Technically, he's my ex-fiancé. Ex? Yeah, I got fed up with him and called off the engagement. What happened? He cheated on me. While we were engaged, he was dating another woman. At that time, I was already getting tired of his cheating habits, so I decided to just let him go. Plus, he was making less money than me.
No way! You never told me you guys broke up. Mom and Dad also thought he was your fiancé, you know?
Why would I bother to tell you guys? Mom and Dad were never interested in my marriage anyway. When I got engaged to Owen, they seemed not to care at all. As for you, we never got along, right? We don't even keep in touch often. That's why I didn't think I needed to tell you guys about our breakup.
Jeez!
Sounds like he messed up again this time too. He made promises to marry someone else while being engaged to you.
Was I being two-timed?
Uh-huh.
What a jerk! Why did he even say he wanted to marry me if he was already engaged to someone else?
What on earth are you talking about? Come on, you're not any different. You thought he was engaged to me and still married him.
I thought it would be fine since it was you. I thought you'd understand and forgive me.
Well, too bad. His real fiancée must be furious by now.
Wait, do you know her?
Of course I do. He was cheating on me with her while we were engaged. By the way, she's the same age as me.
Oh my God. So then he was talking about her when he mentioned a 30-something old lady.
Pretty rude calling a 32-year-old an old lady, don't you think?
So how did she find out about us getting married? Don't tell me you snitched.
I considered spilling the beans, but it looks like that wasn't necessary.
What do you mean?
Turns out, someone at your wedding posted pictures on social media. She found out that way.
Ugh. God damn it. I thought I stole your fiancé, but you were already broken up. And now I'm being threatened by a woman I don't even know?
I'm afraid to ask, but did you pick him because he was my fiancé?
Obviously. I always wanted to be on top compared to you. I'm better looking and loved by Mom and Dad. You getting ahead of me was unacceptable. Plus, he's a total hottie. It's outrageous to see a plain woman like you getting such a good-looking guy.
That's just unbelievable. So you didn't marry him out of love?
If I knew the truth, I wouldn't have married him. He's hot, but he doesn't even have a job.
Huh? Jobless? When did he stop working?
Just recently, thinking he'd eventually inherit the company Dad's running.
But Dad just turned 60. He's not planning to retire anytime soon, right?
I thought the same and stopped him. He said he managed to marry the daughter of a business owner, so he didn't want to hustle now. He plans to stay at my parents' house and do random part-time jobs until he takes over the company. So he's already handed in his resignation.
Oh, wow. He's pretty optimistic even though he's not sure if that would happen. But hey, he chose you, right? It'd be best if you guys just gracefully apologize to the other woman and move on happily.
Then, can you lend me some money?
For what?
I think it's better to pay her off, but I don't have that kind of money. We just had the wedding and splurged on the honeymoon. Both of us are flat broke now. And as I said, he no longer has any income.
Then you go and work hard.
It's impossible with just my salary. You're single and holding a high position at the big company. You must have some financial flexibility.
Even if I had the means, I'm not willing to lend a single penny. Why do I have to bail you guys out?
Come on, I'll definitely pay you back.
No way. Figure it out yourselves.
Stingy. Fine. I won't rely on you anymore. I don't consider you family anyway. Listen, Diana, I can't do this anymore.
Oh, Natalie, what's up all of a sudden? Haven't heard from you in a while.
I'm broke and I can't make ends meet.
Oh no, that's rough.
You're saying it like it's someone else's problem. Aren't you worried about your little sister? We're family, so help me out.
Wait, what? You're the one who said you don't see me as family. And didn't you also say you wouldn't rely on me?
Forget all that. Owen's still unemployed. My salary is all gone paying the debts. If this continues, we might end up homeless.
But you guys live at our parents' place. Even if you're poor, you won't be without a home, right?
That's the thing. We might have to sell the house.
What?
Dad's business went under.
Oh dear. Well, I knew it wasn't doing well for a while. It finally went bankrupt, huh?
Owen's disappointed about not becoming the CEO of a company. Lately, he hasn't even been going to his part-time job.
When he married you, he thought he'd inherit the business. Guess he was aiming for the high life, but it seems he didn't check the state properly.
You know what he said? He married me not because he loved me, but because Dad was the CEO.
Yeah, I'm sure. Even when we were engaged, he was after the company. But you married him thinking he was my fiancé, right? I don't think you can blame him entirely.
Anyway, I have a favor to ask.
What? If it's about money, I'm not lending any.
No, it's not about money. Can we move in with you?
What the heck?
I mean, you live alone in that big apartment, right? Since there are plenty of rooms, it shouldn't be a big deal if the entire family moves in.
I'm not sure.
Actually, you should be happy about having us with you. I'm sure it's more fun to have us around than living in solitude. I'll help with the chores, so let's live together.
That's not possible.
Why not? I know you're lonely. You don't need to put on a strong face, you know.
I'm not alone, but 2 of us now.
2 of you...
I didn't tell you guys, but I'm planning to get married soon.
You're kidding! You're getting married?
Yeah.
You said you didn't have a fiancé.
That was over half a year ago. Right after you got married, I started seeing the CEO of one of our company's business partners.
The CEO?
Well, his company isn't that big though. He's 5 years older than me and he understands I'm not close with my family. He's okay with not having a wedding and simply getting it done at the city hall. So, we're living in my apartment together now.
Wow! You're marrying a CEO!
I plan to keep working though. He's good at housework and initiates it. He's my ideal husband.
What about us then? How will we live if we lose the house?
That's not my concern. You guys should figure something out together.
Totally unfair. It's all about you, always being unfair.
Excuse me?
I'm stuck with an unemployed husband and parents who are about to lose their house. Yet here you are, marrying a CEO and being happy? That's so unfair.
Well, that's the consequence of your actions.
You're so cold to your family.
You all have been neglecting me all this time. Asking for help and pretending to be a family all of a sudden is just audacious.
Please, I'll apologize for everything. Let us move in with you. And please give us some money.
I'm telling you, I don't want to. Well, bye.
Wait! Please, I'm begging you, help!
My parents ended up selling the house, and 4 of them moved into a small apartment. They believed it was the kids' duty to take care of their aging parents and didn't try to work. Owen lost all motivation to work after not becoming a CEO. In the end, only Natalie could support the family. As a result, the 4 of them ended up living in extreme poverty. Living like that makes people bitter, I guess. They're blaming each other, saying, "It's your fault we ended up in such a miserable situation." Meanwhile, I recently got married and we're having a blast in our newlywed life. We're currently residing in an apartment but planning to build our own home soon. We've been excitedly brainstorming the layout and all. Unfortunately, there aren't any good memories from the home I grew up in. But my in-laws love me as if I were their daughter. I want to cherish this new family from now on. Hey, Jacob. Where are you right now? Jacob, answer me.
Huh? Ellie? What's going on?
What do you mean, what's going on? Do you even know what time it is?
Oh no. It's already 8 in the morning.
Where are you right now? I've called you so many times since last night, but you never answered. And you didn't respond on WhatsApp either. When are you coming home?
Sorry. I passed out at a friend's place.
How much did you drink? I was really worried about you, you know. So, whose place were you at?
Michael's. You know him too, right?
If you went to Michael's place, you could have just come home. Our place isn't that far, is it?
Well, looks like I passed out at the bar. Michael was the one who got me a cab and took me home. The reunion was way more fun than I expected. I just kept drinking without realizing it.
I was really worried, thinking you might have gotten into an accident or something. Don't drink until you're unreachable.
Sorry. But I didn't think it'd get that wild. Michael wouldn't let go of the mic at karaoke, and I hadn't laughed that hard in a long time.
So in the end, you partied all night without even sending a message and didn't come home.
Yeah, my bad. But Michael kept saying just one more drink, and I thought, why not?
So you ended up taking a cab home. But seriously, you need to stop drinking so much. What would you do if something happened?
Don't worry so much.
What if you were wandering around drunk and got into an accident?
Come on, I never get into accidents. I've got good luck.
It's not about luck. I need you to take responsibility for yourself. If this keeps happening, it's exhausting for me, you know?
Yeah, I got it. I'll be careful next time.
You better. So when are you coming home today?
Well, I'll skip breakfast and take a nap before heading to work.
Work? It's Saturday, you know.
Oh, right. But I got called in because of some trouble.
What kind of trouble?
Oh, you know, the client's system suddenly went down. Even though it's my day off, I've got to handle it as a priority case.
System down? Do you even work in IT?
Well, not usually, but they asked me to help out this time. People always end up relying on me somehow.
Really? So what kind of system went down?
I think it was their inventory management system. They've got a big business partner, and it sounds like they need to process a ton of orders by the end of the month. And apparently, the system just stopped working out of nowhere.
I see.
It's not even my department, but everyone was saying that if I showed up, I could fix it.
Are you sure this is something that only you can handle?
Wait, are you doubting me, Ellie?
It just sounds a little strange to me.
What does?
I mean, if you knew you had to deal with a system issue, why would you get so drunk with your friends the night before?
It's not like I had a choice. The office only called me last night. I was planning to head home early, but the reunion was way more fun than I expected. So honestly, I'm glad you woke me up with your message on WhatsApp. Thanks to you, I'll probably make it on time.
Glad to hear that.
Anyway, I'll head straight home once I'm done with work. I'll be back by evening.
I see. I was hoping we could go shopping together since it's been a while.
Ah, sorry. I'll make sure we go next week.
You promise, right? I'll make something good for dinner to help with your hangover. Good luck with work. Jacob, are you working late again today?
Oh shoot, sorry. I forgot to text you again.
Come on, if you're going to be late, at least let me know. I've been waiting with dinner ready, you know.
My bad. I've got overtime again tonight, so just go ahead and eat without me.
You've been working overtime every day this week, right? Isn't that a bit too much?
It's not like I can do anything about it. If you have complaints, take them up with the company.
I'm just worried about you.
I'm fine, really.
But working late every night? Are you even getting any rest?
Well, it's been crazy busy lately. We've had one new project after another. Because of that, the client keeps bombarding us with questions nonstop. And this client is super picky, asking for updates over the smallest things.
Do you have to handle all of that yourself?
Yeah, it's my account, so I've got no choice. Every night, I'm stuck revising reports and presentation materials. On top of that, I need to coordinate with other departments to keep things moving. Honestly, without me, they wouldn't even know what to do.
Really? But staying this late every day can't be good for you. You should take some time to rest.
Yeah, I know. But right now, work has to come first. If I take a break, it'll just mess things up for everyone else. Just last week, I thought I'd finally wrapped up a high-priority client issue. And then, my manager dumped a new task on me. Honestly, everyone's exhausted, not just me. But there's still so much to do, and it feels like it's never going to end.
Can't you just inform the company that you're at your limit?
I wish I could, but saying that would make them lose trust in me, and it'd hurt my chances of getting promoted, right? My boss always tells me I'm the only one he can count on. It's kind of wild, but he really trusts me.
I see, but I'm really worried about you, Jacob.
I told you I'm fine. I make sure to sleep when work is done and I'm eating properly too.
Hey, Jacob, this really is all about work, right?
What else could it be about?
It's just that every single day...
Are you seriously thinking I'm cheating on you?
You're always on your phone, even when you're home. Are you hiding something from me?
Gosh, I'm checking work stuff. These days, all the work communication happens on my phone. Of course I'm going to be on it a lot. Man, Ellie, you've gotten annoying since we got married.
What?
Before we got married, you never made a big deal about me coming home late sometimes. But ever since we tied the knot, you've gotten so suspicious.
It's not suspicion. It's just that I care about you.
Come on. You're obviously doubting me. I've been working late every day, giving it my all. And now you're accusing me of cheating? I can't deal with this.
You don't have to say it like that.
Do you really think I'd have the time or energy to cheat with how busy I am? I've barely got time to sleep as it is. If I were going to cheat, I'd do it when I had more free time.
But Jacob, you're always coming home late. And now you're not even around on weekends. It makes me suspicious.
You know, maybe you're the one acting shady.
What's that supposed to mean?
You're suspicious of me because you've got something to hide.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, sure it is. Honestly, it's probably more likely that you'd cheat than I would. I mean, I'm barely home these days.
I'd never do something like that.
Look, if you're accusing someone, it's because you're thinking about it yourself. But I don't suspect you even when your work gets busy. Cheating isn't even on my radar. But you, it's different. People only suspect cheating if it's something they might do themselves.
I'd never cheat on you.
And now I wouldn't cheat on you either. Don't say things to others that you wouldn't want to hear yourself.
Sorry about that. It's just that I felt something was off with you lately.
If you've got time to worry about that, how about doing more around the house? You always let the laundry pile up, and your cleaning's half-hearted. Coming home to a messy place just makes me feel even more exhausted.
We both work, you know.
Yeah, but you get off work on time every day. If you're really that worried about me, why not start by taking care of things at home? Honey, it's pretty late and you're not home yet.
Jacob, what's going on?
What do you mean? I came home and you weren't there, so I thought I'd text you.
I see. You're home early tonight. Didn't you say you had overtime?
Well, someone kept complaining about me coming home late, so I thought I'd come back early for once. So, where are you?
I was out having dinner with friends. I figured you'd be out until the last bus or coming back in the morning like always.
I see. Friends, huh? I wonder what kind of friends they are.
What do you mean by that?
I don't know. It just feels like we're living two separate lives.
That's because you're always coming home late.
No, I felt like something was off between us, even before my work got busy. Maybe we'd be better off living apart.
Are you saying you want a divorce?
I think it would be better for both of us.
Better for both of us? That's not what this is about. You're having an affair with one of your classmates, aren't you?
What are you talking about?
You reconnected with someone at that reunion, right? I know everything, so stop trying to hide it. We're done. I'll give you the divorce you want.
What? You're the one cheating. I've got proof too.
Excuse me?
I know you've been going out with another guy lately. Even tonight you're out with him, right?
It's just a friend.
So even with proof, you're not going to admit it. I've got photos of you going to some guy's place.
I never did anything like that.
Then I'll send those photos to your parents.
It must be a case of mistaken identity.
I've seen the photos myself. There's no way I'd mistake someone else for my own wife.
If you're going to do that, I'll send my proof to your parents too.
Go ahead. We're both cheating anyway. They'll just understand we were a couple that fell out of love from the start.
I hope they do.
So, divorce is final. From now on, I'll be commuting to work from my girlfriend's place. I'll come by on my day off to pick up my things.
Fine. Do whatever you want. I'll have a lawyer present for the divorce discussions, so I'll let you know when everything is ready.
Why do we need a lawyer? If we're both cheating, there's no point in getting lawyers involved.
There are financial matters to settle, and I don't want things to turn into a he said, she said situation later.
Yeah. I'm ready to divorce anytime. Hurry up and get everything in order. As soon as we're divorced, I'm getting remarried to my girlfriend. Ellie, this isn't what we agreed on.
What are you talking about?
The cheating. You weren't actually cheating, were you?
I told you I wasn't. My parents laughed when they saw the proof you sent. I can't believe you mistook a female friend for a guy.
But her hair is short. She's tall and even dresses like a guy.
Yeah, she does have a boyish look and gets mistaken for a guy a lot. She keeps her hair short and the sides shaved. Plus, she's modeled tall, probably around 5'10" or 5'11". Her style is mostly masculine too. She wears pantsuits all the time, so it's understandable you thought she was a guy at first glance.
Come on, anyone would think that was a guy. And you two looked way too close. Plus, you were going to her place all the time.
Yeah, we've always been close. I'd see her several times a week, and she'd come over often too.
Wait, are you saying you two had that kind of relationship?
What are you talking about? We're just friends. And besides, she's married.
What? She's married?
I was going to her place to talk about your cheating. Her husband's a private investigator.
A private investigator?
Yeah, I hired him to investigate your affair.
What? So that's why you knew stuff about where I was?
Exactly. I ran into your classmate Michael by chance a little while ago, and I thanked him for letting you stay over on the night of the reunion. But Michael simply stared at me and mentioned that he wouldn't be able to attend the reunion. That's when I knew something was off.
Damn, he should have just kept his mouth shut.
If you were going to lie to me, you should have covered your tracks better. That whole story about hitting it off with Michael really backfired on you. And the sudden increase in overtime after the reunion, that excuse always seemed fishy. Turns out it was exactly what I suspected. An affair with your classmate Emma. It's so cliché, it's pathetic. Rekindling old flames at the reunion, huh? And having an affair with Emma knowing she's married? Both of you are total fools. From the moment you mentioned the reunion, I thought something was off. You're never that interested in reunions, but suddenly you couldn't wait to go. And you were all dressed up, putting more effort into your appearance than usual. I thought it'd be nice for you to have some fun since it's been a while. But looking back, it was strange.
It wasn't like that. I was just excited to see old friends.
More lies. You were already thinking about Emma, weren't you? You two reconnected at the reunion, reminisced about old times, and the nostalgia brought you closer.
Well, yeah. We did talk a lot since it had been so long, but at first I didn't plan on cheating.
But in the end, you ended up alone with Emma after the reunion, didn't you?
Emma was my high school crush. Back then, I was going to confess my feelings, but she already had a boyfriend. When I told her that at the reunion, she admitted that she had actually been interested in me back in high school too.
That doesn't excuse having an affair now, especially when you're both married.
But Emma said things weren't going well with her husband. I let my guard down and it just happened.
You were just making excuses. In the end, both you and Emma gave in to your own selfish desires.
Ellie, I'm sorry for cheating on you. But could you tell my parents that our marriage was already over?
Why would I do that?
Emma is pregnant.
I know. I found out through the investigation report.
Then you understand how difficult things are going to be, right? We're going to need a lot of money moving forward. And since Emma's parents are gone, she has no one else to rely on. If my parents cut ties with me, it'll cause a lot of problems.
That has nothing to do with me.
I know, but Emma and I both have to pay alimony. We really don't have any money. After the baby is born, I was hoping to rely on my parents for support. I'd like them to accept Emma too if possible. So please, just say that our marriage had already fallen apart. If they believe our relationship was over from the start, they'll be more likely to understand.
This is all your problem, not mine. You jumped to conclusions thinking I was cheating, figuring the alimony would cancel out and you could swagger into divorce. But in reality, you're the only one guilty of infidelity, losing your parents' trust in the process. And now, you're asking me for help because you've got no way out? Did you really think I'd agree to that? Only someone foolish enough to cheat would come up with a plan like this.
Please, I'm begging you. My parents already told me not to contact them anymore because of all this. I don't know what we're going to do. I'm scared for the future.
What if Emma took on a part-time job?
What are you saying? Emma's pregnant.
But wasn't Emma the one who took those fake cheating photos of me? Even while pregnant, she was sneaking around, trying to push you into divorcing me, right? A resourceful pregnant woman like that should be able to handle a job just fine.
What? I had no idea.
Emma was frustrated, wasn't she? She couldn't wait for you to divorce me, so she went behind your back to dig up fake evidence of me cheating. I heard she even started by thoroughly stalking my social media. She kept checking my follower list over and over, trying to figure out who was male and who commented frequently.
Emma did all that?
Exactly. She even figured out when and where I was meeting people. One time, she showed up at the restaurant where I was having dinner with a friend. Then, we headed to my friend's place. She followed us and secretly took photos. Those are the photos you thought were proof of my cheating.
So that's what happened.
And Emma didn't stop there. She kept monitoring my activities. She found out I go to the gym and even staked out the parking lot. She wandered around, thinking I might meet someone there too.
Unbelievable.
She acted like a private investigator, constantly tracking my movements. With that kind of energy, she should have no trouble finding a part-time job.
But she's pregnant. I can't make her work. It's not right.
Is that so? Honestly, with how easily she was running around, you'd think the pregnancy was a lie.
Ellie, I'm really sorry. I admit it's all my fault. I'll pay the alimony, but please, don't take away my parents' trust. If they don't cut ties with me, they'll help pay the alimony in one lump sum. That would benefit you too, right?
Why should I have to clean up your mess after being the one who was cheated on? And trying to manipulate your parents for financial support with such underhanded tactics? You're beyond redemption. I'm going to tell both of our families the truth. This isn't a suggestion, it's final. You can pay the alimony in installments, and I'll make sure your family helps you pay every cent.
Come on. I just want the baby to grow up in a happy environment. Emma doesn't have any family, and the only ones we can rely on are my parents. And I don't want to start this new chapter of our lives in debt.
This is the result of your affair. It's not my job to fix it. A good environment is something you two need to build on your own, after acknowledging the seriousness of what you did, taking full responsibility, and doing it without anyone else's help.
Ellie, I need to talk to you.
What do you want?
I've realized something. You're the only one for me.
What? What are you talking about now? We're getting divorced, aren't we?
No. I want to call off the divorce.
Excuse me?
I'm coming home right now.
What are you even saying? Isn't Emma about to have your baby? And didn't we agree yesterday that you'd pay the alimony by the end of the month and then we'd get divorced?
I want to forget about all of that.
What?
I've realized I can't make it work with Emma. She keeps shopping online even though we need to save money. I get that she needs to prepare for the baby, but there has to be a limit, right? She ordered the most expensive stroller and then kept sending it back saying the design wasn't right. And it's not just baby stuff. She's buying makeup, clothes, and all sorts of things for herself too. The packages arrive every day. So many that the entryway is completely filled with delivery boxes. Whenever I mention to her that she's spending way too much, she fires back, saying she needs to unwind since she's expecting.
Wow, that sounds rough.
And now she's saying we need to move for the baby. Out of nowhere, she's like, this place is too small. We need a bigger home for the baby. And she's been browsing real estate listings nonstop. The properties she's looking at are all luxury condos or big houses. When I mentioned that we can't pay for those places, she broke down in tears and said, if you truly love me, you'll put in more effort for a kid.
Wow, That sounds like a lot to deal with.
It's been really tough. She doesn't do any housework either. I didn't want to push her since she's pregnant, but still, she doesn't lift a finger. I've had to cook and clean everything myself. And when I ask her to help, she yells, "I'm pregnant." And it's worse. She's been violent toward me. When she's in a bad mood, she throws things or grabs me by the arm and pulls. Once, she even threw a pillow at me over something small. Whenever we argue, she goes wild, screaming at me until I'm too afraid to say anything.
Jesus Christ.
And honestly, I don't want to be in a marriage my parents won't support, so I've decided to leave Emma. I'm going to stay married to you, Ellie.
Are you serious?
I am. There's no one better for me than you. You earn more than I do. You take care of the house. You don't spend lavishly, and you always put me first. You don't have a single flaw. Emma's just a lazy, unemployed whiner. I was tricked. She even said her dream is to become a stay-at-home mom and never work again. We still have alimony to pay, and she thinks she can just quit. Can you believe that?
Are you an idiot?
Yeah, I was an idiot. I let things get out of hand after drinking, and it just spiraled from there. I got carried away by the excitement of it all. I really was a fool. I almost lost you, Ellie, over a momentary lapse in judgment.
Not almost. You already lost me. I have no feelings or trust left for you, and I have no intention of starting over.
I don't want a divorce. My parents and siblings disowned me when they found out about all of this. Word spread to my friends too. Even Michael messaged me telling me to never contact him again.
It's obvious. You finally realized the gravity of what you've done.
That's why I have no one but you, Ellie.
No, you don't have me either. This makes no sense at all. You cheated, betrayed your friends, got someone pregnant, accused me, and you're the one who wanted the divorce in the first place. Thinking you could be forgiven is insane.
But deep down, you don't really want a divorce either, right? When you first suspected me of cheating, it was because you were worried about me, wasn't it?
Back then, I still cared about you a little. But now, I've no regrets about choosing divorce. Just pay the alimony and go back to Emma, Daddy.
No, I don't want to live with Emma.
Well, I feel the same way. I don't want to live with you either.
Please.
I can't be with a man tainted by infidelity. On top of that, you'll be drowning in debt from alimony payments. You've been abandoned by your friends and family. You're completely alone. You can't handle housework. Your salary is low. And the moment you thought I was cheating, you were quick to demand a divorce. There's no way I'd ever take you back.
But if you leave me now, I'll have nothing left.
Not my problem, idiot. Cut it out already.
I'm sorry. I swear I'll never cheat again.
And that's why I'm divorcing you. I never want to be cheated on again.
I'll fix everything that's wrong with me, I promise.
You're beyond fixing. It's too late.
I'll do whatever you say from now on.
There's no from now on.
Please, just give me one more chance.
No matter what you do, you're not worth trusting. And what about the child?
I don't want the kid. Emma can raise it.
You're the worst. The absolute worst. Go rot in hell.
Ellie, please, no. Don't abandon me. If you leave me, my life is over. Emma and the kid will drain me dry, and I'll end up stuck in a miserable life.
Then live a miserable life just like you deserve. You made that child. Now take responsibility for it. You don't get to run away now. The only path left for you is to stay with Emma and raise that child.
No. Please, I'm sorry. It's all my fault. Forgive me, please.
I'll never forgive you, and there's no way we'll rebuild anything. Get the divorce done, pay the alimony, and disappear.
Come on. Please, Ellie. If I marry Emma, my life will be ruined.
That's the life you chose, so you'd better face it. You're about to become a father, so pull yourself together. Even after that, Jacob kept pestering me, begging me not to go through with the divorce. But with the help of a lawyer, the divorce was finalized smoothly. It turns out he was desperate to avoid marrying Emma. Instead of going back to her, he stayed in one business hotel after another. Naturally, Emma got furious and stormed into his workplace. In front of his boss and co-workers, she chased him around, throwing office supplies at him and causing such a commotion that security had to get involved. As a result, my husband felt too humiliated to stay at the company and ended up quitting. Now he's living a miserable life, doing all the housework while being berated by Emma, who calls him useless and orders him to get a job. I have no interest in how the two of them live from here on out, but I do hope they raise their child properly, because the child is innocent in all of this. As for me, after the divorce, I moved into an apartment with a great view of the city skyline. Work has been going well, and for now, I plan to enjoy my newfound freedom and single life.
Hey, sweetie. It rained there today, didn't it? Don't get cold. Hey, Mom. You don't have to worry this much. I'm not a child anymore, okay? I can't help it. You're my precious daughter. And as a mother, it's normal to worry about you. Since you got married, our home feels empty. We miss you, honey. I miss you too. Actually, I'm planning to visit there next weekend with Simon. So I will see you soon. Oh, is that so? That's wonderful. I can't wait to see you. Dad and I will pick you up at the station. Oh, about that, Simon said he would drive us there. So you don't have to pick us up. I will see you at the house. What? Are you okay with car sickness? I know you get car sick easily, just like me. Yeah, don't worry about it. Simon says I should just take medicine and nap while he's driving. I see. Please be careful, okay? Yeah, we will. So, we were thinking where we could park the car when we arrive. Oh, in that case, I'll call my neighbor and ask him to let us leave it in his vacant lot. Thanks, Mom. I'll let Simon know too. Give my regards to Simon. Sure, Mom. Anyway, I should probably get a driver's license soon, right? I feel a little bad letting him drive all the time. It'll be easier to do the everyday shopping too. Yeah, it'll be more convenient if you get a driver's license. Your father always says that even people prone to motion sickness are okay when they drive themselves. Oh yeah, I remember when I was a kid. He always told me to get a driver's license in the future. But why didn't you get your license too? Oh, I can't drive. I'm too scared to move a big piece of steel like that. A big piece of steel, huh? Yeah, isn't it? I guess you're right. Well, I gotta go now. I can't wait to see you. I'll be waiting for you with your favorite dishes, honey. Hi, sweetie. You were supposed to come here today, right? You told me you would be here by 3 p.m. Are you almost here? Hey, Megan. Are you sleeping in a car by any chance? If you see this, please call me, okay? I'm starting to get worried. I guess I will message Simon too. Hey Simon, where are you guys? I know you are driving, but I hope you can give me a reply. Hi Clara. Thank God you replied. Are you driving now? Nope. What's wrong? I tried contacting Megan, but she's not replying. I was wondering where you guys are now. What? She's not replying? Yeah. Is she okay? I dropped her off at the station today, and we haven't talked after. At the station? You're not with her? Aren't you driving here? She told me she would visit us with you. Yeah, that was the plan, but I've got some urgent business. So I asked her to take the train instead. I thought she already told you about it. I'm sorry I didn't update you. Oh, I see. Don't worry about it. But I'm worried that she hasn't arrived yet. Do you think something happened on the train? I'm really worried too. But I'm sure she's fine. I hope so. Maybe she got confused during the transfer or got lost. Hey, Clara, she's not a child anymore. I'm sure she's fine. I guess so. She said the same thing to me the other day. Oh yeah? I don't think you need to worry too much. You're right. I'll wait a little longer. If Megan contacts you, just give me a heads up. If I hear from her first, I'll do the same for you. Okay? Hey Simon, we found Megan! She had an accident and was taken to the hospital in Westgate City. We are on our way there right away. But we still don't know why she ended up in Westgate City. It's quite far from her home, right? It's about 100 miles away. Anyway, we're trying our best to get there as soon as possible. Simon, if you see this message, please come as soon as possible too. Mom, I'm fine. Please don't worry about me. Megan? You're heading this way now, right? Yeah, I'm with your father too. Is it true that you were rushed to the hospital? Are you okay? Mom, calm down. I'm fine. I'm conscious, and although I'm injured, I'm okay. My poor baby! But I'm still worried about you. How bad are your injuries? I was hit by a car and ended up with a broken leg. I'll need to stay in the hospital for a while. But the driver who caused the accident remained calm and took responsibility. He apologized to me many times, so please don't raise your voice when you talk to them. I know you're worried, but try to stay calm. Don't get angry in the hospital room, okay? Okay. Anyway, I'm just glad you're safe. But what on earth happened? You were supposed to visit us today, but you had an accident in Everwood Town in Westgate City. About that, I was pushed by Simon and left on the roadside. What? Simon left you on the roadside? What the heck happened? Is that really true? I'll tell you the details when you get here. I'm starting to feel the pain again. Can I rest for now? Oh, sweetie, you should take it easy. We'll be there soon, okay? Okay, Mom. Take care on your way here. Hey, Anne. I'm heading over there now. I'll probably arrive in about 30 minutes. I've also booked a luxury suite for us. I'm sure you'll love it. I can't wait to spend a romantic night with you. We don't have to worry about my wife anymore, baby. I dropped off Megan on the roadside because I don't need her anymore. It seems like she had an accident, but I don't care. She deserves it. I took away her money, so I think she won't make it home. Tonight, we are gonna spend some time alone, just the two of us, without anyone bothering us. I will never forgive you. What? Megan? Oh no, did I send it to Megan by mistake? No, wait a minute. How can you reply to me? There's no way you could reply. Megan? Say something. Wait, is this some kind of paranormal activity? Are you dead or something? But Clara only said you had an accident. Wait, you didn't survive and you're texting me as a ghost? No, that can't be it. Simon? Hey, Claire. Megan passed away, didn't she? What? Hold on, don't say stuff like that. We called you so many times, but we haven't heard from you. What happened? What? Oh, I'm sorry. My phone got soaked in water, so I had to turn it off to dry it out. So, did you hear from Megan? How dare you? What? You're with your side chick right now, right? You just lied and canceled that plan just to see that woman, right? What? Megan easily gets motion sickness, so she takes pills and sleeps as soon as she gets in the car. You took advantage of it. While heading to Westgate City, you woke her up and left her in the middle of nowhere. And then you picked up your side chick. Damn it, I don't know how you found out, but I guess I can't lie anymore. I messed up. So, you admit what you did. Well, yeah. She was making my life miserable, so I dumped her 100 miles down the road. It seems like you found out sooner than I thought. But I took all her money, so she has to walk all the way back home. Good luck to her. I won't forgive you. Oh, shut up, old lady. Excuse me? Based on your reaction, you haven't seen the messages yesterday. Yesterday? We are with Megan already. What? How? I made sure that she couldn't communicate with anyone. What you broke was her old phone. It was fortunate that you didn't notice. What? She told me that she upgraded to a new model just the other day, and she currently has 2 phones. Did I break that old one? Yes. Anyway, when you received the message from Megan last night, didn't you find it strange? Well, when we heard from Megan, we rushed over. She also showed us that message that you mistakenly sent to Megan intended for your side chick. Now we all know that your side chick's name is Anne. I'm not gonna lie, you're really dumb to think that a ghost could send a message. It made me laugh. Dan, you've got to be kidding me. But how did you find out so fast? Seems like you still don't get it. Just go check out the messages I sent you yesterday. We'll talk after that. Everwood Town in Westgate City. I can't believe she got into an accident there. I thought it was too soon to find out, but that's how it is. It's your hometown, right? Anne was your high school classmate, correct? Now that I think about it, you brought up a reunion a few months back. Did you begin seeing her around that period? Yeah, that's right. I just wanted to be with her. So, you only care about her instead of your wife. I can't believe you. To be honest, I don't love your daughter anymore, so it can't be helped. Even so, dumping someone on the road? That's not something a decent person would do. Okay, whatever. Sorry. Do you genuinely feel sorry about what you did? Yeah, I already apologized. So now, I'm ready to move on from all this. Anne and I love each other, so I'll just start a new life with her. Do you really think you can do that? Why not? You only know her name. You don't even know where I am right now. No one can stop us. What if I told you I know where you are? What? You are at Velvet Orchard Inn near Central Town. What? How? Apparently, you didn't notice the item tracker in the bag you took from Megan. Item tracker? In my family, we have a habit of bringing an item tracker when we go away from home to prevent it from being misplaced or stolen. Originally, it started because Megan used to get lost or lose her things. I guess she continued this habit even as an adult. I've been told we are overly protective, but this time I'm glad Megan maintained that habit. Damn it! Oh, also, that hotel is managed by my relatives. What? So, I'm heading to your room now. No way! No! Your parents are with me too. Both my parents? You don't have to go that far. Well, I had to call them. I was very, very worried when I sent Megan off to be married. She used to laugh at me for being too overprotective. But your parents were very understanding of my feelings. They told me to feel free to call them if I had any problems with you. I never thought it would come to this, but here we are. I told them what had happened, and they said they would be right there. What? You're kidding! By the way, the messages that you mistakenly sent to Megan, I took screenshots and sent them to your parents. So there's no point in lying. Hey, Clara! Thanks to you, I'm now constantly under my dad's watchful eye. I was planning to run away together with Anne. But my parents told me not to contact her, and I can't even meet her anymore. It's really the worst. Don't you realize what you've done? Shut up! All you want is alimony, right? Sure, I'll pay up. After all, Anne's father is the president of a well-known company. A few $1,000s is nothing for him. He'll easily cover my part. Then, once that's settled, the two of us free from any worries. We will get married and start a new life together in love. Good for you. I heard she was your classmate from her lower batch. Yeah, you know what? She comes from a prestigious family. She has a certain class, unlike your daughter. I heard that's a lie. What? A lie? After we found out about your affair, we looked into Anne's background. Her father is a factory worker, and her mother is a part-timer. It seems like they've had financial struggles. What? No way! But she always had a lot of money. If you knew what she's doing now, you'd understand. What do you mean? Well, it's a bit awkward to put into words. What I'm trying to say is that she's in a situation where she has to take on that kind of work due to debt. Debt? So, I guess you'll have to figure out the alimony on your own. Wait a minute. I don't have that much money. You mean you used up all your money after spoiling your side chick? Claire, please forgive me. I'm not the one you should be apologizing. Either way, Megan doesn't seem to have any intention of forgiving you. And neither do I or her father. I know it's not good to be too overprotective of my daughter, but if she faces injustice, a mother has to stand up for her until the end. Hey, Claire! From now on, wait for a lawyer to contact you. Claire, wait! Well then, goodbye, scumbag. His wrongs and texts became the decisive factor. We were able to demand alimony total of $50,000 from Simon and Anne, and paid the entire alimony in one go. Perhaps she took on extra work or borrowed money. After the payment, she vanished without a trace. I guess she had no intention of marrying Simon in the end. Abandoned by Anne, Simon had no choice but to work hard and decided to repay the debt. With low pay and no savings, he has been living in extreme poverty. Additionally, without his knowledge, he became the guarantor for her debt, and debt collectors suddenly swarmed in. He attempted to plan an escape, but his parents found him and brought him back. Currently, he's working day and night, living in a dorm, dealing with a toxic boss, and regretting all his actions every day. You know what? What's with the letter? I woke up this morning and you are gone. I don't even know what that letter means. Oh, you finally woke up? Good morning. Just because it's your day off doesn't mean you should sleep in too late. Shut up! Answer my question. Did you read my letter? I did. Everything I have to say is in the letter. I read it and I don't understand what it means. That's why I'm asking you. What do you mean 6 months to live? Yeah, I get it. You're cheating on me. What did you say? Why would I do that? You wanted an excuse to break up with me, so you started talking about life expectancy, didn't you? You left me this stupid letter, and now you're at your lover's house. No, I'm at the hospital. I was too shocked yesterday to talk to the doctors. So today, I had Mom come with me and listen to what they had to say. Isn't that what it says in the letter? No, that's a lie. If that's the case, why didn't you ask me to go with you to something so important? Casey, you're busy with work, aren't you? Even yesterday, you came home after I went to bed. Besides, I've been telling you that I haven't been feeling well for the past 2 months. But you didn't listen to me at all, saying that you are too busy to go to the hospital. Huh? It's my fault? You think it's okay for you to cheat on your husband while he's busy working? I told you it wasn't cheating. Why are you so suspicious? I'm a mess too. I was told I had 6 months to live. I wanted to tell you in person if I could, but I knew you'd be too busy with work. I thought I'd at least tell you in a letter. I was so scared while I was writing it that my hands were shaking. You're right, talk about bad penmanship. You really want to cheat on me with such a lame trick? You're such a blatant liar, telling me you have 6 months to live. You've been thinking hard for a girl like you, but you won't work on me. Why don't you believe me? You're terrible! Now you're gonna cry me to death. Maybe that's how you got the guy you're having an affair with. I don't want you to think I'm stupid. Then, come to the hospital today. The doctor said I should have my husband come with me. Even if you don't believe my explanation, you can believe his, right? Do you think I'm falling for that? I wouldn't believe a word a cheating woman says. Then, what am I supposed to do? I'm so scared, and my husband doesn't trust me. I'm going crazy with anxiety. You're already crazy. Your husband is working overtime every day, and you're cheating on him. And you use that as an excuse to cheat on him. I told you it's not like that. If that's what you want to do, I don't care. I'll get another woman too. What? I'm divorcing you. Don't come home again. Wait a minute. My poor sister got kicked out of her house by her husband. I heard you ran away to her parents' house because you had nowhere to go. Poor you, you have only 6 months to live. How are you feeling now? Amy? I thought I blocked you. I made a sub-account. I wanted to interview a woman whose husband left her. You're as insidious as ever. I mean, how do you know my husband and I are divorced? I didn't tell anyone but my parents and my husband about my life expectancy. Yeah, you're so inconsiderate, aren't you? That's why Casey left you. No way. Don't tell me. Casey is sleeping next to me right now. You're kidding me, right? He said he's divorcing and getting a new woman. I never thought he'd go out with you of all people. What new woman? I've been dating Casey for 6 months now. Huh? 6 months ago? That's before we got divorced. That's right. He told you he was busy with work, right? He was coming home in the morning, wasn't he? That wasn't work. He was meeting me. Oh my God. After all that talk about me cheating, he was the one cheating on me. I told him that if it bothered him so much, we could talk about it through a lawyer. He suddenly softened and said he would spare me compensation and ask me to divorce him quickly. That's because he had something to be guilty of. Don't tell me you didn't know this until now. He dumped you because you're that stupid. I didn't want to spend money in court because of the cost of treatment. I made a mistake going along with the divorce so easily. Treatment? What are you gonna do when you only have 6 months to live? Why don't you stop wasting money on useless things and give it to me and Casey for a celebration? Excuse me? Casey and I are getting married next month. It'll be even more extravagant than your wedding. I'm so excited. You can come too, sis. If it's next month, you'll still be alive, right? I'm definitely not going. I'm not going to a cheating bastard's wedding. It's your own sister's wedding, too. A sister who doesn't come to her own sister's wedding is a disgrace to the world. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter, does it? Because you'll be moving on soon anyway, right? I'm not going to the other side until I get my revenge on you guys. You'll see. I don't know what you're talking about with only 6 months to live. I really feel sorry for you, sis. Her own sister took her husband and left her with only 6 months to live. You're going to die lonely, aren't you? I wouldn't want to end up like that. I've never ended up like that. Don't be so stubborn. You've always been like that. always losing to your sister who is prettier and better than you. The whole family is fed up with you, Amy. We kicked you out of the house and disowned you. But then you came in and stole my husband away from me. Don't complain if I get back at you. Yeah. Howl of a loser. Your life is so miserable, isn't it? Casey, did you know Amy is my sister? Who's Amy? I'm busy with work. So, it's your job to sleep with Amy. Huh? You don't have to pretend anymore. Amy told me everything. She said you two have been having an affair for the past 6 months. All those times you said you'd be working late, that was just an excuse to see that woman. When we got divorced, you accused me of cheating, but you are the one who really cheated on me. Oh, I see. She told you. I was gonna keep quiet until you died because it'd be too much trouble. You've got 6 months to live, but if you found out, so be it. I'm marrying your sister. So, you admit you cheated on me. That's right. I was surprised when I found out she's your sister. Because she's nothing like you. Unlike you, who works hard and looks like a man, she's like a fragile girl, a family-oriented girl, and I want to protect her. If I'm gonna have a wife, it has to be this kind of girl. Is that why you cheated on me? We talked about it and decided that we would both work after marriage. What kind of reason is that? Wanting a pretty girl instead of an ugly one as a wife, it's a natural feeling for a man, isn't it? That doesn't mean it's okay to cheat on your wife. If you wanted to break up with me, you should have talked to me about it before you started dating Amy. You've been cheating on me for 6 months, and then you accuse me of cheating on you. You didn't have to go to all the trouble to divorce me, especially when I was worried about dying. Well, you whining about me leaving you was a real masterpiece. Amy and I laughed our asses off. That's how you two always made fun of me. What then? I'm telling you, our divorce is already final, you know. Even you agreed to a quick separation without compensation, right? You can get compensation even after the divorce if you find out there was infidelity. Just because we separated without me asking for compensation doesn't mean I agreed to anything. What would happen if you got compensation anyway? You've got 6 months to live, so what's the point of getting the money? I mean, you're going to die during the court proceedings. As I told Amy, I'm not going to die until I get my revenge on you guys. Well, good luck with that. If you're so inclined, maybe I'll file for compensation too. Huh? Don't tell me you're going to charge me for cheating on you. No, I'm not. I'm filing it because I've suffered emotionally because you married me while hiding your true nature. My true nature? What are you talking about? I heard you and your parents got together and kicked Amy out of your parents' house. You made all these crazy accusations and you were jealous of little Amy, weren't you? She was penniless and lived in a park for a while with nothing but the clothes on her back. Poor Amy. I'm really suffering emotionally from the fact that I married you, not knowing you are such a lousy woman. That's why I'm filing for alimony. Are you stupid? Amy told you that story, didn't she? She told you that she lived in a park. She made it up. She was actually moving from one boyfriend to another. She even said that why she was disowned. Shut up! How many boyfriends could Amy have had? Amy is a pure and sincere woman. I don't know what you're talking about. What a lousy woman to kick out her fragile little sister! You got sick and that's your punishment. How do you like that? Oh yeah, that's enough. Like I said, I'm going to take measures to file for compensation. If you want to hire a lawyer too, you're on your own. I don't know if you have anyone to defend you. Go ahead and howl at your own peril. You've got 6 months to live. You'll die before you can do anything. That's something you'll have to wait for in 6 months. I'll make you regret it, I promise. Hey, May, I can't pay the compensation anymore. What are you talking about? You better pay me by the due date, or I'll deduct it from your salary. You've got to be kidding me. I couldn't even have a wedding with Amy because you asked for compensation. You're gonna take away Amy's life too. Amy's life? What do you mean? She suddenly had a stomachache, so I took her to the hospital. They told me that she had a serious disease and that she might become bedridden without an organ transplant. But the transplant surgery cost a fortune. This isn't the time for me to be paying you compensation. Well, in the first place, I really wanted you to pay the compensation in one lump sum. But you said you couldn't and got down on your knees. I had no choice but to accept it in installments. You also signed an agreement that if you are even 1 day late, I could forcibly collect. That's that and this is this. How can you say that when your sister's life is at stake in this emergency? You're going to die soon, so it doesn't matter if you have the money. You're wrong. It's not me who is gonna die soon. It's Amy, isn't it? Screw you! You're about to run out of time. Why are you still alive? Didn't I tell you? I'm cured. Huh? No way. Do you know what kind of disease I have? The incurable disease that gives you 6 months to live. There's no way you're cured. Incurable? Where did you get that delusion? I wrote you a letter before the divorce. They found a tumor, but they couldn't operate on it at the local hospital. If I hadn't gone to a big hospital in the city for treatment, I would have only had 6 months to live. What did you say? I knew you didn't read the letter properly. After that, I got a referral to a doctor at a big hospital, had a surgery, and recuperated well. I've been back to work since last month. I'm planning to live until I'm at least 80 years old, right? What? So you really are cured? Too bad I didn't die. I told you I wouldn't die until I got my revenge on you and my sister. Then you don't need the money, do you? Huh? If you're working, you're not hurting for money. Don't you have the heart to let your sister off the hook for compensation? Whose sister? Amy! She's in real trouble if she doesn't have a transplant surgery. You should atone for the crime of kicking Amy out of the house all those years ago. Shouldn't you do everything you can for her? She's not my sister. I mean, I'm glad we kicked her out of the house. The seeds of that woman's disease have been there since then, haven't they? If we hadn't disowned her, it would have been me and my parents who would have been in trouble. What are things to say? About Amy, who is suffering from an unexplained illness. Unexplained? Don't make me laugh. What's funny? Did Amy say the cause is unknown? And you believe her? You're so stupid. Then, you know what Amy's disease is? I'm just gonna take a wild guess, but I think I'm 90% right. The cause of her disease is She has too many relationships with men. Huh? You are insulting Amy again. It's not an insult, it's a fact. Amy's not like that. She's single-minded about me and said she's never had a relationship with anyone before meeting me. She said it was because her sister and parents were jealous of her being the only pretty one in the family and held her back. She's never had relationships with anyone else. Completely opposite. She's had relationships with everybody else. Huh? I told you that even after she was disowned by us, she went from one man's house to another. It was common for her to have 3 or more relationships, and her boyfriends once met in front of my parents' house and caused a commotion. My mother and I tried to stop her, but then she started screaming like, "Those ugly women are jealous of me," and we couldn't do anything about it. We became famous in our hometown for having a bad daughter, so we decided to disown her. That's why she's sick, isn't it? No way! That's not true! You're just jealous of Amy, aren't you? If you think so, why don't you ask Amy to her face? I don't think she'll answer honestly. That's not true! You're a liar! If you believe Amy, I won't stop you. Of course, I won't stop asking you for compensation either. You can go to hell together as Amy's 100th man. I mean, I think she's cheating on you now, right? Even if you can't pay the medical bills, maybe another guy will take care of it. And then maybe you'll get dumped. How is that possible? Amy is single-minded about me. There can't be any other guy. I have to save her. That's very noble of you. Then at least earn the money for her treatment on your own. It's not manly of you to ask your ex-wife, who you cheated on and dumped, to reduce what you owe her. May, wait a minute. I'll pay the compensation. Just give me a little time to make the payment. I refuse. I won't wait a day and I won't reduce it by a penny. Well then, good luck. Oh no, it's impossible. I mean, really, Amy's sick. Casey seemed unable to believe Amy after all. He questioned Amy, and when he found out that I was right, he was furious. Amy, on the other hand, was obstinate and confronted him with divorce. I heard that one of Amy's lovers was a lawyer, so she got him involved and all hell broke loose. Somehow, Casey ended up divorcing her after being saddled with a large amount of compensation. Moreover, it seems that his company found out about it and he resigned because it became difficult for him to stay there. He was also behind on payments to me, so I tried to forcibly collect from him. I was surprised to find out that he was already unemployed. Amy was planning to remarry her lawyer boyfriend, but while embroiled in a messy divorce and compensation battle, her condition worsened. Her cute face turned ugly and skinny, and her personality turned wild. Her lawyer boyfriend left her, and she was left alone, waiting for her time to come or something like that. When I told my parents about this, they both said she deserved it. Now that my illness is completely cured, I am determined to work hard and put my health first while supporting my parents.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.